Did you know that the average person has around 60,000 thoughts per day? And guess what? Most of them are the same thoughts we had yesterday. But what if you could break this cycle and spark new creative ideas right from your daily life? You might be surprised to learn that creativity isn't just for artists or writers. It's a skill everyone can develop. In fact, a study from the University of California found that creativity can actually be improved with practice and the right techniques. In this video, we're going to dive into 8 unique ways you can find creativity in your everyday routine. From the power of asking simple questions to transforming the mundane into something extraordinary, these strategies are designed to help you see the world with fresh eyes. Stick around to learn how intentional boredom, playful randomness, and mindful observation can all lead to breakthrough ideas. Whether you're looking to solve a problem or just add a little spark to your day, you'll find practical tips and surprising facts that can help unleash your creative potential. Ready to turn your daily life into a wellspring of creativity? Let's get started. Chapter 1. The Power of Everyday Curiosity. Curiosity isn't just for kids, it's the secret sauce for creativity. When we look at things with a curious mind, we open up a world of possibilities. Imagine seeing an old cracked sidewalk and wondering, how did this get here? Or what stories could it tell? Asking simple questions like these can ignite a creative spark. According to Harvard Business Review, curiosity helps us think more deeply and solve problems better. By being curious, we train our brains to explore different angles and connect ideas in new ways. The famous physicist Albert Einstein once said, "I have no special talent. I am only passionately curious." That's powerful coming from someone known for groundbreaking discoveries. So, make it a habit to question the world around you. Start small. Why does your coffee smell that way? Why does your favorite song make you feel a certain emotion? Curiosity leads to creativity, and it all starts with just one question. Chapter 2. The Art of Intentional Boredom. In today's fast-paced world, boredom is seen as a bad thing. But did you know that letting yourself be bored can actually boost your creativity? It's true. A study from the University of Central Lancashire found that boredom encourages daydreaming, which helps people think more creatively. When we're constantly distracted by our phones or busy schedules, our brains don't have the space to wander and come up with new ideas. That's why you need to create moments of intentional boredom. Try sitting quietly without any distractions. Let your mind drift. You'll be surprised at the ideas that pop up when you're not forcing yourself to think. Tech mogul Bill Gates has admitted to taking time out to do nothing because it helps him think better. So the next time you find yourself with nothing to do, embrace it. Give your mind a break and see where your thoughts take you. Quick pause. Subscribe to stay updated, then let's jump right back in. Chapter 3. Synesthesia for the senses. What if you could taste a color or see a sound? It might sound wild, but this phenomenon known as synesthesia is a real thing. Some people naturally experience this blending of senses, but even if you don't, you can still use it as a creative exercise. For example, imagine what the color blue might taste like. Maybe it's cool and refreshing, like mint. Or what if you could hear the color yellow? Would it be bright and cheerful like a trumpet? According to research, engaging in this kind of sensory crossover can enhance creative thinking. Author Vladimir Nabokov was known to experience synesthesia, which influenced his vivid writing style. You don't have to be born with synesthesia to benefit from it. Just try blending your senses the next time you're stuck on a problem or need a burst of creativity. It's a fun and simple way to see things differently. Chapter 4. Creative constraints, less is more. You might think that having more resources leads to better ideas, but the opposite is often true. Creativity thrives under constraints. When you limit yourself, whether it's by time, materials, or options, you're forced to think outside the box. For example, Dr. Seuss wrote Green Eggs and Ham using only 50 different words because of a bet. The result? One of the most beloved children's books of all time. Studies show that constraints encourage innovation by pushing you to find new ways to solve problems. Take a moment to set a creative challenge for yourself. Can you create a piece of art using only 3 colors? Or write a story in just 100 words? You'll be amazed at how much your creativity blossoms when you have to work within limits. Remember, less is more when it comes to sparking creative ideas. Chapter 5. The Magic of Randomness. Ever notice how some of the best ideas come out of nowhere? That's the magic of randomness at work. When you shake up your routine or introduce a bit of chaos, you open the door to fresh thoughts. Take, for instance, a random word generator. Use it to pick a word, then challenge yourself to connect it to your current project or problem. This simple exercise can lead to surprising and creative insights. According to a study published in the Journal of Experimental Psychology, exposure to random stimuli can significantly boost creative problem solving. Another way to embrace randomness is to take a different route to work or try a new hobby. These small changes can disrupt your usual thought patterns and inspire new ideas. The late artist Pablo Picasso once said, "I begin with an idea and then it becomes something else." That's what randomness can do. Transform a basic idea into something unexpected and brilliant. Chapter 6. Storytelling in the mundane. You might think that storytelling is only for books or movies, but it's actually a powerful tool for creativity in everyday life. Finding stories in ordinary situations can turn the mundane into something magical. For example, imagine your morning routine as the opening scene of a movie. What's the plot? Who's the main character? By thinking in stories, you start to see connections and meanings that weren't obvious before. Storytelling also helps organize thoughts and make sense of the world, which is essential for creative thinking. According to Harvard Business School, stories are 22 times more memorable than facts alone. So, try this. Next time you're doing something routine, like grocery shopping, create a backstory for the people you see. What's their story? Where are they going? This exercise not only sharpens your creativity, but also adds a bit of fun to your day. Chapter 7. The creative power of observation. In our rush to get things done, we often overlook the details around us. But paying close attention to your surroundings can be a powerful way to spark creativity. Mindful observation means really seeing what's in front of you, not just glancing at it. There's an old quote by Sherlock Holmes that says, "You see, but you do not observe." By slowing down and noticing the small things, you start to pick up on patterns, textures, and ideas that you might have missed. A study in the Journal of Creative Behavior found that people who practiced mindful observation were better at generating creative ideas. Next time you're outside, take a moment to observe the world around you. Notice the way the light hits a building, the sound of the wind through the trees, or the colors in a sunset. These observations can inspire your next creative project or help solve a problem you've been stuck on. Chapter 8. Transforming the ordinary into extraordinary. It's easy to overlook the potential in everyday objects and routines, but with a little creativity, you can turn the ordinary into something extraordinary. This is all about seeing the world through a different lens. For example, a simple chair can become a piece of art if you look at it with fresh eyes. Or consider how Marcel Duchamp, a famous artist, took a common urinal, called it Fountain, and turned it into a groundbreaking work of art. This idea of transformation isn't just for artists, though. In fact, the Journal of Consumer Research found that people who see creative potential in everyday items report higher levels of life satisfaction. The next time you feel stuck or uninspired, look around you. What ordinary object can you reimagine or repurpose? This practice not only sparks creativity, but also helps you appreciate the beauty in the everyday. For more great content, hit subscribe and never miss a video.